Hi guys, it's me again and Miss McDole again.
Hi.
And we're gonna do another lab. This one is gonna be crunch time. This is on page 15 of your packet, or you can use the digital copy that is linked in the Schoology assignment with the same name, which is crunch time, okay? And so we're gonna be doing this activity. It's gonna be loads of fun. Miss McDole has not done this one either.
Right.
She might know what's gonna happen, or she might not. She might be wrong. She was wrong on the last one. It's okay. It's
Not
okay
that
to be wrong.
Wasn't that
Sometimes,
Okay,
but
yeah, you're
sometimes you're wrong, and then you like learn something from
Yeah,
it. Did
that's
you learn
true.
something from
I
it?
did.
She did. Okay, so
That's
that's
the
all that
whole
really
point.
matters.
Yeah.
So it's okay to be wrong, and it's okay to learn from stuff. Okay. All right. So here we go. There's your directions.
All right.
I'll be the bystander.
So for our materials.
Wait. Our camera just like fell. Let's
Oh.
fix that really fast. Okay.
Okay. So for the materials, we need 2 empty 2-liter bottles.
Which you could do
And
this
then-
at home if you wanted. If you have 2 empty 2-liter bottles.
We noted it should be soda. All right.
They have to be squishy. Yeah, plastic. That's what's important. Okay.
We
Continue.
also need hot water.
Hot water.
Huh?
Check.
Hot water. Right. That's a sink that I'm pointing to. Can't really tell. Okay.
I can tell.
Cool. So question 1: have you ever put a water bottle in the refrigerator or freezer after it has been opened? What happens to the bottle? All right. So let's
think
see
about
here.
it.
Yep.
So
done
we're
that.
gonna open this and we're gonna be like glug glug glug, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna stick it in the freezer,
Yes.
or we're gonna put it in our car because we were on our way to school and we didn't want to take it in, so we left it in the seat and then it was cold outside. Same thing. What happens?
All right.
What have you seen?
So when it freezes, I know it expands.
Well, hang on. We're not talking about it freezing.
Okay.
And we're talking about the bottle.
The bottle.
Not the stuff
Got you.
in the bottle.
Got you.
What happens to the bottle?
All right. So it crushes.
Is that what you've seen?
That's
Have you
what I've
left one
seen.
in the car?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what happens to me too.
Totes.
Okay?
Because I always forget that stuff. So.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of like empty water bottles in my back seat. I really kind of need to clean my car out, actually. I should probably do that. So,
I do
anyway.
that with coffee mugs. But
Coffee
that's-
mugs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not quite the same.
All right.
All right. So we are going to put a little bit
Wait,
of hot water.
did you guys answer that question? That was
Oh, yeah.
question 1 on the paper. You should answer that on your paper. Okay, good.
Okay.
Continue.
And then apparently we can't do wait time. So you're just going to pause it.
Yeah, pause if you need more time. That's the beauty of YouTube.
All right. We are going to put a little bit of hot water in the both bottles, and we're going to shake them up a bit and then set them down to cool. One will have a lid and the other will not.
We're going to grab this other lid because if we shake it without a lid, it's totally going to get everywhere.
Good point.
All right, so like this much.
Okay, so that's what,
This
about
much.
2 inches, inch and a half?
Inch and a half. I don't know. My thumb is, I think that's 2 inches.
2 inches.
2
okay.
inches. If you're doing this one at home and you have smaller water bottles, you only want like a little bit in the bottom. It doesn't take a lot. And you can use a smaller bottle if you have water. It doesn't have to be soda, but it's got to be like the plastic kind, okay? A glass bottle's not going to work. It'll be funny. No, it won't even be funny. It'll just be a glass bottle,
No,
okay?
not be funny.
All right. So stick
too
the
much?
lid on both. That's
Too
fine.
much, too little?
That's fine. Put the lid on both. I'll shake one and you can shake the other.
Perfect. I'm going to go real close so that they can see what it looks like. Ta-da! Now, if we were going to be like super scientists here, we would get a beaker out and we would measure and make sure that we had the same amount of water in both.
But it's okay that we didn't do that
Yeah.
because we're just, thinking about this. Okay,
Yeah.
so the next thing says, what do you think is going to happen to the bottles as they cool off? So they're nice and warm. I know you can totally tell by looking at it
Yes.
that they're nice and warm.
So hot.
No, they're not that hot. It's just hot water. Okay, so what do you think is going to happen when we set them down to cool off? That's the question. Okay,
Right.
and then we have to have a lid on one, but not on the other. Okay, so here's the no lid.
That's not big.
Okay, and now we're gonna go like play games or something on our phones while we wait for this to happen, and you can just watch it in the video. And it'll probably go faster too, because otherwise it's gonna be a really long video.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah, there we go.
we'll just leave that right there.
All right.
And then we'll go do other stuff.
Have fun. I'm going to go check my email.
All right, guys, enough time has passed that we can see a difference in the bottles now, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about that. It took 47 minutes, according to my timer on here. We should have had a clock so that we could watch it go
I know,
around.
that would have been
We
fun.
thought about that later.
I got all my emails checked though.
I wonder if I could add a clock to the
Yeah.
video and then speed it up.
I think you should.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go on with the questions from the thing, and so we'll make sure we understand what we're looking at, what happened.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. So we made a prediction already that
Of what we thought would happen.
yeah. Now let's do it. So we put our hot water into the bottles
Did that.
and sugar nut. Explain what you saw and why it happened. All right. So
Okay, so here's the bottle that's got no lid on it.
no
Okay,
lid.
No lid, no lid.
This,
And the water is a lot cooler than it used to be. You can go ahead and touch that too and feel that for yourself. It's still
sorry.
kind of warm, but it is not hot anymore. Okay, and you can see there's like fog on the
Yes.
outside of the bottle. See that? Okay, it's fascinating. Okay, and you should bring that bottle up here
Yes.
because it looks different.
it does. I'm going to be very careful with how I do it. So I want you to notice that one, this bottle's a lot skinnier right here.
And if you rotate it, they'll be able to see that a little bit better. Yeah,
Oh,
see
look
how
at
skinny
that.
that is? And then it looks kind of flat right there.
Yeah.
And now it looks like it's wider,
Oh,
but it's
so like-
actually like, yeah. And then
Mhm.
notice there's like a little thing right here where it's coming in.
yes. Oh, I see it. Okay.
Yeah, the
so
bottle's
right
actually
here,
like
I'm
like
gonna
bent
turn it
in right there.
right there. There you go. Now you can see it. Kind
Okay?
of like
yeah, it's like a crevice. And this one looks the same all the way around.
yeah.
And
And look, this one has all sorts of like condensate. Is
condensation.
it
It is
condensation?
in fact condensation. Good
Condensation.
job.
And check this one. This
Now,
one
if you
is
hold
still
that one down a
clear.
little bit and turn it so you can see that there's some
There's some.
condensation, but it's not completely covered.
Right.
Interesting.
Interesting. And I was very
Interesting.
careful when I brought this bottle up. I did not like
Shake
tilt it around or anything like that.
Shake it now just for fun,
So.
but we don't need to do that.
Oh, I thought you were being serious.
I mean, you can. It's fine.
So,
Okay,
that took
so
the
we've
condensation
noticed
away.
that this bottle, that bottle is different. It's definitely different. And so now we need to try and explain what happened and what we saw.
All right.
Why did that happen? Go.
So, the difference is, and this is something that scientifically minded people think about all the time. What is different? The biggest difference, this does not have a lid, this does.
Yes.
And so this allowed something to escape, whereas this did not. So the question is, what's the something?
Did it escape?
I don't know.
She used the word escape because she's thinking, well, this bottle has a hole in it, stuff can leave, but you know what else can happen with a hole?
Oh, stuff can come in.
Stuff can go in.
Yes.
Stuff can go in.
Interesting. Huh. Okay, so stuff may have come in, and that stuff has to be air, because that's the only thing
Yeah.
that, you know.
You didn't see me come over here and put anything in there, did you?
Right.
And my
So-
face was in there for a little bit. But,
So, as,
So hang on, before we
Okay.
start going, when we're thinking about what happened, our goal is to talk about air pressure. So this is about pressure.
yes.
Okay, now remember, pressure has to do with particles bumping into stuff.
Okay.
Okay? It's all about the particles bumping into stuff. And so think about what happened to the particles in the bottle
Okay.
and then what might have resulted from there.
Okay.
Go.
So, the particles in the bottle were heated up
Mhm.
because we put hot water in there. So,
Then we walked away. What did the particles do?
they cooled down.
They cooled down. What do cold particles do differently than hot particles?
They are going to go slower.
They slow down. Okay,
All right.
keep going.
So, particles have slowed down, meaning that, okay, I'm going to go on a limb here, guys. Gas does not have a particular shape. It takes on the shape that is contained in, okay?
Yep.
So, if the particles have slowed down, that allows for more particles to come in.
Why?
Because there's more, because there is less room between the particles.
Less room between the particles.
And because there's less room between the particles, that leaves more room to bring more particles
room
in.
to bring particles in. So that's what happened in this bottle. So
All right.
what about that one?
This one did not allow anything to come in because it
Didn't allow
has a
anything to
lid.
come in. It's got a lid.
So the pressure, if we're in, so what I'm doing right now, guys, is I'm trying to make a connection back to the cans. So if you've not done the can video, go watch that one first.
No, that was Go with the Flow.
Yeah, go with the flow first. So the cans, we were talking about kind of that tug of war between the pressures. And so if these guys are cooling down and
Inside.
are trying to create more room, or they are creating more room because there's less, then the pressure is going to decrease inside the bottle, meaning that there's going to be more pressure on the outside of the bottle, and very similar to Go with the Flow, we are going to have a crushing effect.
So in Go with the Flow, the cans rolled toward each other because there was that area there with
Pressure
low
difference,
pressure and
yeah.
it was pushing in. So in here, the sides came closer because there was that pressure pushing in. That was a fascinating connection you did. Good job there. Good job.
I tried.
Okay.
I tried.
So hopefully you have paid attention and listened and thought about what we've talked about here, and you have answered all the questions on this lovely page here, either on an actual paper, and now you're going to take a picture and submit it on Schoology, or you did it on a digital thing and you're going to submit that document on Schoology. Either way, you've got to turn it in, okay? Make sure you answer all the questions too. And name is a good idea also, okay? All right.
All right.
I think that's it.
Yes.
Thanks for watching.
Yes, thank you.
Have a good day.